Just slap. Oh,
So the motherfucker be hot.
coming in hot.
It's the Rollout Show, all new Rollout Show right here on Morris Media Live. Did I get it?
Real live. Yeah, you did it. You did it.
You
Be confident in it.
It's your boy Speedy in the building. We have.
The poetess.
It's your boy Kent Tate.
And Nikki Pam.
Hey, Pam, Nikki. I don't know why we call her that. In the building right now. We're going to take you on a journey we have. This is your thing, baby.
We have some guests.
Hilarious.
I thought POTUS was going to do it. That's why I was like.
Oh, my bad. Go, Pete.
No, it's you.
Okay.
You was the one I want in it. I gotta sit here. I
gotta make sure my people get out of that.
It's on you. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's your turn.
New rule: when you invite your guests, it's your
Yeah, because she came in this morning talking about I gotta sit down. Okay.
We say that in love. We say that in love.
I'm like, really? We gonna do this in front of company?
Oh, when it's me, it's all good. But now it's Pam. Oh, we gonna do this in front of
We
company.
have some guests that we have a producer, Karamuu and Adele, and the movie they're here to promote is As the Freak Takes You.
And you would bring that one to the table.
I don't hear. Can you turn? Is the other mic on? I don't hear our guests. No.
Yeah, I don't hear him either.
And how do you? Well, okay, go.
So this movie is similar to She's Gotta Have It, right?
Yeah, it's in that tradition.
Get right up on the microphone.
Please turn his mic up.
Yeah.
I talk a little low.
It's the first.
There you go.
part.
I can hear you.
Okay, shot.
And how do you pronounce your name?
Karamuu.
Karamuu.
Yeah, because that's why I let her do it. Otherwise, I saw that. I said, no, I'm
so
gonna
he
fuck that
threw it
right
off to her like, and your friend name is?
Yeah, I would fuck
No,
that.
he was fighting up gregarious. You know he wasn't going to get Karamuu.
Let me see if I can get it. Hold on.
No, we'll be out an hour.
No. I'm gonna try.
So Karamuu, tell us about the movie and what inspired you to put it together or direct it.
Yeah, the film is called As the Freak Takes You. It's basically about a polyamorous woman, meaning that she
break down polyamorous.
Polyamorous meaning that she has relationships with more than one person.
Oh,
and she's also omnisexual, which means that she doesn't discriminate against type or gender or
I love omnisexual.
style, nothing. You know?
so just bring it on.
So she's wide open, right? So the film's basically about her exploring the intersection of sexuality and spirituality while managing three lovers. It's not managing, but relating to three people. It's a biracial.
Managing.
Yeah, managing, right?
Yeah,
moving around.
It's a biracial lesbian woman, a bisexual white man, and a celibate black man.
Oh. Wow. Why the brother only when I get none?
Are they three separate stories into one, and how does that play out? Or is that her lovers?
It's her like if I was loving y'all three, it's our story.
Maybe the two of us.
This shit right.
Like, it'll be our story, right? So it's her story.
So again, it's a. What kind of one?
Biracial lesbian woman.
Got it.
Bisexual white man.
Got it.
And a celibate black man. So basically, a woman who do women, a white man who do both, and a black man who don't do nothing.
Yeah, why the brother the only one not getting nothing?
Well, that's the story, man.
I think I'd rather the brother not get nothing than to be bisexual.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Why is that?
Because every once in a while, can we just not be?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Thank you. That's
We
what
not
I
be the
mean.
gay
Well,
on the show.
that is tired, right? When it's always the gay
black and the
brother.
gay.
It's like,
Yeah.
come on.
So how did you find Adele for the movie? How did you saw her and
your pictures of.
she's fire and like she's a beautiful girl. So
She's amazing, right?
She needs to squeeze in. You guys squeeze in so we can see her.
Yeah, put her on camera. Yeah,
keep going.
Put me on camera.
My chair is kind of like stuck.
I know.
Oh yeah, don't knock
it's
shit
stuck.
out.
Yeah, we can't.
Pick it up.
Yeah, don't unplug shit.
Please.
If it's plugged in, it means something.
Okay. Hi.
As part of the initial crowdfund campaign we did, we had a nationwide search to discover an actress. You know?
Wow,
'Cause, I mean,
beautiful.
there are a lot of actresses in Hollywood who look a certain kind of way, who deal a certain kind of way. But I mean, I really wanted to discover a talent who was more, not to say that they aren't, but more authentic and more resembling of the things that I particularly love myself, which is natural. You know, so.
You are a dime. I'm just.
Oh, snap.
She a quarter.
Yeah, she a quarter.
She a dollar.
You're Susan B. Anthony, baby.
It's like,
That's what you are.
like I like certain, thick, but I would see you and like, God damn.
Oh, that's a compliment.
You would jump out of your fluffy box.
I'd crash and burn.
How close are you to the character in the film?
Surprisingly very close, with the exception of the omnisexual factor. Don't get, you know what I'm saying. But her lifestyle, who she is as a woman. When I read the script, there were so many lines that she said that really spoke to me, that resonated with me. You know what I mean? Certain things that she says, I've said myself. Her relationship with her father, her relationship with her mother, her being an artist. You know, the way she dresses. I was like, damn, it's like, this is me. You know what I mean? So it wasn't easy for me to just really get in tune and have some sort of not just a psychological connection to the material, but a spiritual one as well.
So this being Freaky Friday, so are you a freak?
What's a freak?
Hey, that's
I mean, you are.
Her daddy is here.
No, it's all good.
I'm sorry, Pops. I'm sorry.
So when you go to Bible
That's
study,
our security right there.
I mean,
man.
like when you're freaking the scriptures. When you're freaking the scriptures.
In 1 Corinthians, it says.
You know that was your daddy.
No, Deacon Fry is your daddy over there.
No, he's good. I don't mind answering the question, but let's define what's a freak first.
No, we will not.
But no, actually we should. I mean, because even
No.
no, seriously, the
Stop it.
title of the film is actually a play on the current day hypersexualization of the term freak.
Okay.
You know, I mean, because archaically it just means to change your mind by whim and go this way or that way as the freak takes you. But I mean, what we've done with it in modern time, you know, with our whole parlance and what have you, is we made it about sex.
Right.
Who's screwing who's sucking, licking.
I always
doing who,
thought that's
have you.
what it was. No.
Nah. It's just like hoe, right?
Yeah.
What's a hoe before we got a hold of it?
Yeah. It is.
You know,
It's the same thing.
It was a hoe.
So you say you did a Kickstarter campaign to fund the film?
We did an Indiegogo campaign.
Indiegogo
Yeah.
to raise funds to do the movie?
Yeah.
Did you raise the funds that you needed? Where's the project as of today?
We raised funds for pre-production, which basically empowered us to do our location scouting, to complete our casting, to do script development, whereas now we're segueing into the production phase, which we're going to actually be launching another Kickstarter campaign, but it's going to be a little unique, a little different in that it's not going to be about money. It's going to be more so about crowdsourcing, building the community, and the folks who are going to come and see it ultimately.
Okay, so is the film, so it's not made yet?
No, it's not made yet. We're going to shoot in October. We're shooting in September and October in Paris and Detroit.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Paris.
Yeah. Question. I have a question. As a director, I know you haven't started shooting anything, but you know it's going to be explicit scenes. You know, even though you try to say you're a freak, ain't a freak in the title.
We're going to deal with that though.
Exactly. Okay,
We'll deal
but
with that.
the explicit scenes. How do you see yourself getting the actors comfortable enough to give what you need them to give? You know, in those type of scenes.
Well, you know what? Directorially, I always say I wouldn't ask anything that I wouldn't do myself. You know, so I mean, I think the first thing is to engender a sense of confidence and trust between you and the talent. You know, and when they trust you, it's like going to war, man.
Right.
They ride with you.
Right.
You know, you ride with them and for them, and them knowing that you're going to be taking care of them.
Okay.
You're not going to have them looking stupid or dumb or just doing it for shits and giggles, but it's
Yeah.
like it's something meaningful behind this,
Right.
or up under this. You know, so.
Cool.
It says that John Singleton executive produces project. What is his involvement?
John and I are fairly close. You know, he and I are actually developing a TV show. You know, he's doing another show called Snowfall right now for FX. So John and I are doing some work on some other stuff. And I mean, with me deciding to go ahead and jump off this ledge of being a feature filmmaker, I asked him if he would be willing to get down. He said most definitely. I mean, just like in the video. I don't know if you all saw it, but it's like a little teaser we did with me and John, and him saying, "Let's do it. Let's go make it happen."
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And this is your first feature film
Feature, yeah,
project
it's my first
as a
feature.
director, but you've done a lot of
I
shorts.
know because
Younger
I've seen your
shorts,
name
lots of
before.
theater.
I've seen your name before.
Well, plus I act too. So.
Oh yeah.
How is it? Because you know, in the media and in the public, black women are already sort of over sexualized. So, how does this movie help that or hinder that?
Well, you know, and I think I want to appeal to Adele in terms of her perspective about that. But I mean, the first thing is I think that there needs to be some kind of dialogue about it. You know, we can't really deal with something by acting like it don't exist. You know, so I mean, as a black man myself who loves black women, my whole thing is, okay, let's create that forum where women can talk about what's going on with them inside and around them. You know, and that's the first step. But then we get intricate and get kind of complex in terms of the telling of the story, because it is about how we hypersexualize everything, you know. including like us. I mean, we'll see an Adele and say, "Oh, damn, she's a dime." She's and not to indict y'all.
But I mean, indict me.
But the point is, it's like we'll see it with like ooh based on all the all the
physical
obvious things. But then it's like when you sit and have a conversation with her, she might blow your wig back because you're like, damn, you actually think. Damn,
but
you feel.
Because men are visual, and that's what we are. When I see her, I mean, she probably is.
Well, when I see her, I'm like, she's a dime too. But I mean, in sitting down and talking to her, I'm more blown away by how she thinks.
Yes.
And how she moves in the world with grace. And intelligence than I am about how she looks. I mean, because that's just like the icing on the cake. But I mean, to sit and talk to her, most cats couldn't hold a conversation with her.
And I know in Hollywood, exactly. Like the only problem I have, the two things I have a problem with when it comes to black actors, actresses in Hollywood is that they use the same ones, and I'm glad you went outside the box and got something different. And then they always pair them when they get to a certain level with a white actor.
That's right.
And that's move them out of that.
And I guess the real deeper question is, do you think that's just arbitrary or by mistake or happenstance?
No, I think whoever is
I think you've said 3 words Speedy has no idea.
But I know what they mean. I took the sentence and I filled out what the sentence meant.
So you put it in context. There you go, Speedy.
There you go. I'm watching this show called Proof with Jennifer Beal.
Yeah.
So she's half and half. Yeah. But every time she's in something, her boyfriend, whatever, is white. So the guy, her husband is white. The kid looks white. But what they did do, and I was so proud of it, when they finally focused on her parents, they used a black man.
And a white one?
But he was married but I was cool with that because I didn't know if they were going to ever really let you know that she's black because she looks white.
But you know what? I think it's really important for us to take a look at it, a critical look. I mean, and not to indict anybody white. It's not about being white or black, but it's about what is the system selling us. You look at Scandal, who are her love interests? You look at How to Get Away with Murder, who are her love interests? You look at Sleepy Hollow, who is she paired with? You look at this show, Proof, who is she paired with? It's like, damn, every other, you look at what Grays, it's like, you look at every other TV show.
The Rock, every time Rock didn't have a love interest, white girl.
Every show you got on TV now is showing or depicting black women with something other than black men. That's not just arbitrary by mistake. Be it just some subconscious brain computer malfunction or what. But I mean, it's like you got to look at that and ask that question: what are we seeing, and why are we seeing it like this, and who is in control of that?
And I like the fact that you did say you went and did a search for someone new, and you're very beautiful.
And it's still a
smart,
fight too.
From what he said, smart.
It's still a fight.
Definitely.
With the conversations about getting money to complete the film, it's like, oh well, how about this person? It's like, no, we want Adele. Adele is the chick to play the part. Period. That's it. But I mean, that.
And that's how we get. For the people listening, that's how you get other faces on the screen. You have to take a chance. You got to take a chance and go. Because white people do it all day. They'll say these are new white actors coming into, and they'll just put them out there. And next thing you know, he's been doing but he just got on the scene.
And I have to commend you because you didn't sit around and wait for a studio to fund your project, because typically when that happens, it kind of takes away from your whole concept or idea. So
you know what the gamble is, though? The gamble is betting on us, our community, and saying, hey, we're doing a little Kickstarter. Hey, we're doing this thing, that thing. Go to the website, support the effort. Go to Adele's Instagram page, follow her.
Yes,
follow the
because
project,
I see the craziest things getting funded that doesn't even make people's lives better.
Potato salad.
Potato salad, right?
1,000.
Potato salad. Y'all know about that, right?
What potato salad?
This guy put like a Kickstarter campaign for potato salad. Like
his goal was $30.
His goal was $30, and he made like 50 G's.
Okay, I have a Kickstarter for soup.
Real talk, for real.
So how could people find out and support you with your campaigns? How could they follow the film project and
They should go to I Am Summer Hughes, like Langston Hughes, summerhughes.com, iamsummerhughes.com. And that's our website. They can get on our mailing list. They can see the teaser where we're introducing her as our lead character. And we're going to be launching the Kickstarter probably in about 2 weeks now. Follow that. Just keyword stuff. I mean,
what if someone's listening and they want to put their hat in to be an actor or actress in the movie? What should they do?
Go to the website. It's a contact form where they can leave a message and say, hey, I want to get down.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, and Adele, what's
Call him
next
right
for
now.
you? Are you currently working on another project or?
Outside of the film, not relating to film yet, because I'm an artist. I paint and whatnot. So
Where could people see your paintings?
Oh, I don't publicize many of them.
Oh,
But
no?
they
She
can see
needs
it.
to.
They,
Don't be selfish with your paintings.
Right. I have a couple of pieces on my Instagram.
Okay.
Adele Supreme.
Adele
Del
Supreme.
Supreme. All right. Finna follow.
And you're a very lovely woman, as your dad looks
for the
at me.
fifth
Hey, your father is an amazing man.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming by the show this afternoon. And when you get
definitely,
closer
man.
to your goal or when you start your Kickstarter, please come back. We'd be happy
Absolutely.
to support you.
And if you need a fourth love interest, that's a black man that's gonna have sex with the woman, holla at your boy. That's what she
Is an actor.
Oh, you
We
need
got a
a
role for you
Yeah,
too. You think
go.
I'm playing?
Hey,
Seriously.
I ain't playing.
You need a fluffy dude.
No,
you
you
know.
need
Fluffy dude.
Yeah, fluffy dude with jokes. That's me.
Can you guys give out your info one more time before we go
Yeah,
to break?
Adele.
My Instagram is Adele Supreme. One word.
How do you spell that?
ADELE Supreme. SUPREME.
I thought you asked how to spell Supreme. I was like, I know that.
What?
Taco Supreme.
Yeah,
And the website for the.
And the website is iamsummerhughes.com.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. It's the all new Rollout Show.
we'll be right back. Take a quick break.
Yes, and
I
we'll take a
think.
quick break.
This shit don't shut down.
No song.
And we'll be right back.
Thank you.
There we go.
It is the Rollout Show right here on Morris Media Live. I always got to start from the back.
Way back.
It's your boy Speedy in the building. We also have
The Poetess.
It's your boy Kente.
And Nikki Pam.
Nikki Fix the Curtain. Trying to take shit home.
And in the house with us is Neil Brown Jr. He plays the role of DJ Yella in the forthcoming movie Straight Outta Compton, which drops August 14th.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
Next
Yes.
Friday. And
Go
we're
see
so
it Thursday
excited.
night.
We done already saw it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Off the chain.
Yes.
Oh my
Off-
God.
Great work. Great work, man.
Welcome, Neil.
Thank you for having me. I see you got your notes.
Yeah, I got my
Me
notes.
cheating. You supposed to know this
I
off-
know.
She
off the
prepared. She
dome.
prepared.
So, Neil, tell us about the process on how you got chose for the part and how it was to actually play DJ Yella.
He's yellow?
First of all, thank you for having me. Yeah, that was pretty much
It kinda
80%.
helps.
I know at the audition it was, oh, these yellow
80% of
motherfuckers
the
here.
audition being yellow.
Yeah. The yellow part.
I auditioned just like everybody. The process was a long. They had a cast at like 2-3 years ago. They actually had
What?
a cast
Wow.
already cast, but then some hands changed, some things changed, and then all the people that actually had parts before had to re-audition, and none of them got
nope.
cast. Bless their hearts. But
Can you come read it again?
yeah, it's a humbling thing. This whole industry is. But I auditioned and it went nowhere. Sadly, I sucked or whatever. And then I got another audition like 4 months later. I thought it was a callback, but it was not. It was just, no, you got to re-audition. And I did it. And Victoria Thomas, I love her so much. She got on me. She was like, do it right, do it right, do it right. And I was like, I'm doing it right. And she just beat me up in the audition room. And then I thought that was a waste of time. And then next thing I know, I was meeting F. Gary Gray. And then they sent the offer, and I cried like a baby.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, you nailed it when you had that high pitch. There was a part in the movie where your voice went way up because
that's Yella.
Yella,
Yeah.
that's how he talks. When he talks, his
Yeah.
voice
Yeah,
goes.
that's all an act. That's all. I'm a good look. I'm cold. I'm a cold shot when it comes to my job. So.
Okay, so how much time did you spend with Yella to really pick up his personality and everything?
Well, I studied as much. Party foul. I'm a bit on you. How about you? Yeah, spanking.
Bro, this blush.
It's hilarious.
I watched all the video that I could get. I mean, I studied. I kept researching until I could find out everything from their performances, videos, album covers, everything that I could find. And then by the time I met him, I already had kind of a character built up, which I thought was him. And I knew a lot about him, which he flipped out about once we actually met. And he was like, I can't believe you know this stuff.
Yeah.
And what I did was I tried to stay away from doing him in front of him, and then I kind of slipped into it, and that's when he started flipping out, and his cousin T was like, "Man, you are Yella right now. You are him,"
And because I'm fairly decent at that, and then once we got together, it was just a natural bond that we had. And I told him that I wasn't gonna act like him. I was gonna be him in this movie. So
wow.
Now, where are you originally from?
Orlando, Florida.
Oh, so did you know about NWA, or do you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I knew you. I mean, know about it.
I'll be honest. I'm the oldest in the cast.
Okay.
I may look the youngest, but I am the eldest by a couple years.
Okay.
What was the atmosphere like on the set? I mean,
it was, for us, it was just fun.
Okay.
It was just a lot of fun because, I mean, we went from, in the movie, we went from being like 22 to like 34.
Right.
And so we spanned that amount of years. So we had that youthful exuberance in the beginning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then as things got heavy, it depended on the day, actually. But we always tried to keep it as light as possible because naturally we all had a natural camaraderie. That's what was so important about casting. Casting is so important.
Yeah.
The script and casting and execution, these are all important. But, any one of those can make a great movie.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
Put together, you got.
And I'm gonna get into it on our segment, but I called my boy Tyron, who starred in Menace, and I told Tyron, I said, this movie to me was, if you took Menace and Boys in the Hood and put it together, I said, F. Gary Gray nailed it. I mean,
that's humbling, man.
He when I say he nailed it, it had it didn't lag because you know when you got to tell that story over those years, and you had the funny, you had reactions, you had the music. And there was some songs I didn't think they would play, and they did.
No doubt.
And when they went there, I was like, this is the greatest movie ever. Because I never thought they would play, and I'm not going to give it away, certain songs.
They played No Vaseline.
Yes, they did.
I just didn't think I didn't see that one coming. I did not see that
coming.
coming.
How do you think how we felt? Because for about 3 months, we had to train. I had to learn to become a DJ. So did Dre as well. But we all had to perform. We all had performance. That's why all that stuff looks real. We recorded those albums.
Wow.
I mean, Yella didn't rap. I DJ.
Yeah.
but
Here's the crates.
I'm there,
Yeah.
And doing my thing. But I had to learn, how to mix and scratch records,
Wow.
And so all the albums, all the guys, those are their voices when we were filming and stuff. You know what I mean? So they recorded all the albums, the entire anthology.
wow.
So it became second nature. So while we're performing together and having this great time and all this. Yeah, we're having the most awesome time with Dub C, who gave us our training. Then we would have to sit down, and Q, played by this, O'Shea Jr., would have to perform No Vaseline. So we would sit in front of chairs. We would sit right in front of him, right in front of his face, like, go ahead. You know what I mean? And then he would perform it, and he murdered us every single time.
Now, let's get to the scene with the ladies had titties out. Anyway.
Whoa.
I was going to ask about
How
I'm
long
sure I
it
don't know
took
what
to
you're
shoot
talking
that,
about.
bro? How long did it take
As
to
long
shoot?
as possible.
That's why I asked about the atmosphere. What
Yeah,
was
because you
that
got
like?
it's golden time. We going overtime, triple overtime.
Right.
So, I know you married, so I'm married too, so I'm not gonna take you there. But I know how they get down.
Yeah.
How was shooting that?
It was difficult for me because I pride myself on being a very respectful man to my wife.
Yes, same here.
And I had to talk with her a long I had to talk with her a long time about it.
Oh, really?
It's so funny. Coincidentally, she slapped me on the butt and told me to go make that money. So I was like, it was I made it. The young lady, Asia. I had a deep conversation with her, and I tried to make it as light as possible. It was a lot of debauchery going on, on any given day.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
College word, debauchery.
Yeah,
Evil wrongdoings and haberdasheries?
Yes.
I know what that means.
I have a question for you
brother.
as an actor.
Yes.
Because I know that there's, in Black Hollywood, there are no Cinderella stories. But how long have you been acting before this project, and what has this project done changing your career?
What they say is it's 20 years to make an overnight success.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been at the game 20 years.
Okay.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played in Walking Dead and.
Oh, you was the mummy on the left. You the light skinned dude that was.
Slapped the mummy.
You slapped the mummy on here.
No, I played Guillermo on that show, which I got a lot of love. All the work I've done in that one show, which is essentially one episode. So many people came up to me from that show.
Oh shit!
I was kind of
Really?
following.
I got
this
free
real.
margaritas and all that. I don't even drink, but I got free margaritas and all that things.
That show is pretty popular.
Yeah, that show
It's
is
very
a
popular.
business.
Like this, I would sit and drive up on Hollywood and Highland and look at those buildings, and I would go on the Runyon Canyon. 15 years, and sit there and look around and say, well, one day my face is going to be on there, and then now it's there. So
Wow, then it's an amazing billboard. I love it.
Yeah,
now,
right?
a lot of people don't know that you're also a skilled martial artist.
Oh yeah, you reading?
Yeah, you know, I did a little research.
So you can't fuck with the high yellow brother.
Yeah,
My son,
I am light skinned.
my son is light skinned, and I said, Brooklyn, you gotta learn. Because them little dark skinned niggas
They gonna try it.
Yeah.
They gonna try it.
Yeah, I got a lot of that. I got jumped more times than I can count.
But now,
Not no more.
You gotta learn how to take an ass whooping before you can get one.
what's your martial art of choice?
Well, American pugilism, boxing.
Okay.
At first, and then I Thai boxed. I did Shotokan karate. I did a lot of different styles.
You got like 5 black belts.
Close.
Oh yeah, that means he.
Yeah, I have. You know.
See, when they say close, that means he hurt you.
Yeah,
like a
he'll
black
kill you.
belt will.
I'm okay.
And then I know guys who have that kind of training. Now they don't hit nobody. Brother, please. You
Yeah,
don't want
exactly.
to. Never forgot beat you. I know.
They be
just
so
calm
calm.
down.
Yeah.
Where me,
You know what?
as soon as I first motherfucker, what you say?
Yeah, I used to be an extremely
I'm in
angry,
full-
angry young man. But I've been blessed, man, to calm down. And after you done gave out enough ass whoopings, you know how to.
See, there it is. I knew it. I knew it.
You
He
know what
beat your
I mean?
ass in a
Like,
heartbeat.
you don't need to.
He could break your ribs with
I
this finger.
just don't leave the house, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I just don't. And if I do, I know. You know when it's good. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, gotta go. Come on, baby, let's go.
Right.
It's getting hot
Yeah.
in the air. You know, a shift.
Yeah.
At night. This is why I
You
don't
can feel
drink
it.
because
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
People, they start off like, and then all of a sudden they get the
Why
look.
you staring and shit, nigga?
Yeah. Why you looking at me? You know, you I ain't never. I know your mama should have $2 house.
And then, you know, they throw you in just because you know that shit, I'll beat your ass.
I be look.
They already tell you, fuck you and your Bruce Lee bullshit. She's talking.
Yeah, they talk that. And then the problem is, you know, they drunk and I'm not.
Yes.
So they you just don't get
You're
it.
an easy win right now,
Yeah,
Pippin.
you
You're an
just like-
easy
and they
win.
Wake
I
up
will
3
go
weeks
to
later,
jail.
like, what you doing?
What happened? I know I kicked his
Yeah, you got
ass.
your ass beat. Look at this. Here's on YouTube. There it is. That's your ass beat.
So how well do you anticipate this movie doing?
Very
I see it doing very well. You know, when you mentioned it about the boys in the hood and the Men's Society, that's what Gary said to us. He said that this was our.
Yes.
This is this generation's
Yeah,
boys
it
in the
is.
hood, Men's Society.
Yeah.
So turn it up.
Never met.
I anticipate it doing very well. I think it reaches across like racial boundaries, cultural boundaries.
Yeah.
I mean, because the one of the largest demographics for this movie is 50-year-old white guys.
Yeah.
Well, when we
because
went
they
and
were
saw
20.
it,
Yeah,
They
that's-
were
that's-
20
nothing but white
when this
people.
went down, and they
Yeah.
were in the audience.
That's
like,
Yes, big time.
That's
You know what I mean?
the era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was, you know, because it was like they could take the tape home back then to the suburbs and to it. Now they
Yeah.
can come to the movie theater
Yeah.
and watch it safely. Because when we went to see the movie, we were leaving. It was like Asian people.
Yeah, it was
Everybody.
Loved
And
it.
they were
Everybody
all-
was in a great
and
mood,
all of,
right?
all of the younger ones were saying, we got to talk to our parents about this because I can't believe they did. I remember this, that. But I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
this is what I call, you know, it's a complete film. You go, you laugh, you jump up out your seat. I'm sure you were doing
Yeah.
the lyrics. I
Oh,
mean,
we-
you
it was
can't help it.
massive
People
in
like,
that.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Because
the
in most
concert-
movies, when they play your favorite song, they give you a few little notes.
Bars.
Where this one, y'all, they win.
Yeah, they gave
Yeah.
it
And,
first.
and I'm going to say, when they did Fuck the Police,
Yeah.
and when Q's
You know how many
character turned
times-
around and looked back and said, Drake, I
What
said,
up?
nigga, they finna do it.
I got
I
something.
felt
to
that
say.
shit.
Yeah,
I felt, you know, I know where that was shot. I felt that motherfucker. When y'all, and he looked in the audience and he went, they try to tell.
Yeah.
And see, Dre looks at me, you know, because he's trying to get me to give him the record, even though we're not supposed to do it. You know what I mean? So it's dope. Man.
That shit was off chain.
Yeah, it made me emotional. I cried at the end because
He cried too.
Did I get
I ain't cry. You cried.
Yeah, I heard you
Because-
sniffling.
Hello. Yeah, I was crying because Easy E was actually a friend of mine, and just to see that replay again, and I mean, I experienced that whole era, that whole experience. That was me hitting my that whole era.
Yeah.
And just to
So we
see
got
it
you,
play
what
out,
you're saying.
it
Yeah, get you with
really
the tape
touched me.
and
I
the
was
whole
very
blah, blah, blah.
quiet. I cried.
I kept
mean,
talking to her, fucking up the tears. I was like, so what? She was like, stop speaking.
Like, shut up, speed.
You know, that was one of the, you know, that was because, you know, when you start this movie, it was a big flat piece of metal. You know what I'm saying? You had to make it sharp, and there's so much story to give. You know, that's why you have to focus on who you can focus on at the time. If we had to try to do everybody's in-depth story, it'd be a 4 or 5 hour.
But
movie,
I like the
which
fact.
actors is we all right.
Yeah,
with
we
that,
like,
but-
cool.
yeah, cool. I'll do it.
I like how they hit. You hit Snoop.
Yep.
You got
Yeah.
Pac in there.
DMCs.
Yeah.
And then I love the
DMC.
end when they tied everything together
Oh, man,
in the
yeah.
sense of without this group, you get none of this shit.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
You
Which
get
is
none of this,
very
man.
true.
It was incredible. So
I just wanted to get somebody. I just wanted to get some tears. I said, look,
You got
I made
'em.
you
Oh, you
laugh and I
did.
made you cry. That's it. I'm done.
I cried.
your comic timing was on fire.
It really was.
Yeah, when you hit
perfect.
that high pitch, I said, that is Yella
That was one
all
of the first
the
things
way.
that I learned to do because he said in something, nobody ever really wins. He
Right.
said something like that, and I would say that over. I had this thing that I would go over and say.
So you're a really good actor. So you learned this shit.
I'm decent. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what he doing.
What are you working on now? You have any
Nigga,
other
nothing.
movies?
I would sit for the
The mall.
Shit, you can't sit at the mall as a black actor.
Yeah,
You're like,
right.
look, I got to work.
Yeah, I'm blessed. I did a movie called Pope just recently here, but it's really a movie that I produced as well as the start, and it's a low budget, but you know what I'm saying. They're all no small films, just small actors. You know what I'm saying. Small
Speedy.
thinkers.
Okay,
I got you.
so
first.
you're supposed to go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, and Rivers 9 is a comedy that I did. I'm chest naked in that movie, so ladies.
Oh, you say chest naked? Chest naked.
The whole
That's
movie.
actually fucking hilarious.
I am.
I'm never chest naked. I wear midriff. all motherfucking
I
time.
got
shoulder
shape
naked
for that
all
one.
the
I
time.
had the abs going and everything. My wife couldn't stand me for like 2-3 months. 'Cause I was just walking around like, yeah, you see it.
So you have 2 sons, and I heard that you're going to be at the celebrity basketball.
Do you
game
actually play?
tomorrow? Is that true?
Yeah, I play. Yeah, but I will not.
Are you gonna
be playing.
Bruce Lee play or are you gonna play?
Yeah.
I will not be playing. You know what?
Bruce Lee.
The premieres in a couple days.
Okay.
You're like, I
My
can't
wife
go.
and I put in a lot of work, and you know, sometimes
Yeah.
I compete. You dig
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying? You see?
Yeah.
So
No,
it ain't
I
gonna
play.
be too long before
Yeah.
I get serious.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
It's
next
okay.
day I get a heart
Come on
check
down
or
there.
something. The
Yeah.
next thing I got a bruise.
Junior, come on down there. I'm a junior too. Come on down in the paint.
Please.
I know how far to go. When you hit me with this one, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
training
What is it?
coming
That's
in.
why I'm putting
Speedy,
my
that's
sons.
why he said he not fooling with you, because he's got a
My
premiere to go
kids are
to.
playing
Oh, my
for-
bad.
His kids are
my
playing,
boys,
and you're
they're
coaching,
okay.
right? You're coaching.
Yeah.
How old are your boys?
15 and 17.
Okay.
Oh, they can play.
Yeah, they going to get you.
So they're going to be
They gonna
down
be in
there
business.
tomorrow
They get out
at the Pam. You got the information.
do.
I got 10-year-old now.
One of them is a cross country runner as well. So he can
Oh,
run
wow.
like 14,
Yeah,
15
nah,
miles.
I'm not fooling with you.
And not break a sweat.
I got a hot 3 minutes. A minute and a half in the first half, a minute and a half in the
I
second
have
half.
so many El DeBar's jokes. It's gonna be.
Wow.
So it's at the Compton Community Center at El Camino College, not the one on Prairie.
It's on
the one in
1111.
Compton.
Yes.
And the address is 1111 East Artesia Boulevard, Compton, California, 90221.
And the Rollout Radio Show will be in the house, as well as
Yeah, we're gonna be doing
Neil
that.
Brown Jr. and a cast of
Now,
other
did
people.
you name your son Neil Brown the third?
my real name is Cornelius Brown.
Cornelius. I love that's the blackest name ever.
My daddy's Cornelius. I'm number
Yes.
I'm number 13 in like
In the Cornelius
Wow.
group?
And then my son is number 14. So he is
Beautiful.
Cornelius Brown, but we all have different middle names. My father didn't have a middle name because he's from Georgia. He's cotton.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
didn't give him a middle name. But mine.
That's
Neil,
dope, man.
And they call him Neil. And I want to be like my dad. I still want to be like my dad because he's the dopest cat ever. He's the best.
Oh, that's
Shout out to
He's
fathers.
my
Nice.
hero. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Which I'm trying to be for my kids.
Yeah, me too. I open Brooklyn and Donald and Dominic. I have 8.
Yes, a lot of heroes.
That's a lot
of cakes to
your
wear.
heart.
All I need is
Bless
one for
your
him to be
heart.
my hero. Then, you know,
Yeah, but he is a Cornelius Brown Institute.
that's dope. man.
Nigga said,
That's
bless your heart.
So did you get to hang out with Dr. Dre at all?
Yes, we did. They were there every day.
Okay. And
Dr. Dre, Q.
how were those guys to be around, all of them?
Oh, it's nice to be
collectively?
around money, man. I mean, it feel good.
Yeah.
It make you want to do better.
Did they give you some beats?
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Yes, we did get the
I know
beats.
family members call. Can you give me some beats?
No, you wouldn't, man.
I can.
I could
I have
imagine.
cousins hitting me up that's like,
Fourth
we
cousin on your
don't
mama's side?
talk
Yeah,
anymore,
after the movie.
man.
Hey, nigga, you finna be famous, right?
like,
Yeah, hey, come on, man. Let me hold something.
You know-
bruh.
you know
come
that-
on, straight up. Let me hold something.
Now you've been in the business, and I like asking this question: what's the weirdest thing, or the most amount of money a family member's asked you, or a friend, like to loan,
to loan?
or what can I
Let me
hold?
hold this.
Oh man, I done had cousins like let me hold like 5 racks.
Dang.
And with no hesitation.
No hesitation. Like
Like you could. Okay, I'll be right back.
just
Yeah.
hey man. I mean,
Gotcha.
man, I need.
And you hit him with the dead
$5,000,
silence?
man.
You be like,
Cause
5,000.
like if we, cause man, you know about the house and the rent, man, blah, blah, blah. Man,
5
I
Gs.
bless their heart.
and then they just be quiet, like, okay, wait for him to say yes.
You know, I thought I was waiting for the punchline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Yeah,
Did they
man.
pull you to the side, or was it in front of everybody?
No. This was on the phone.
Ooh.
They practice that.
I
Not
can't
even
do
in
5 racks.
person.
Yeah, I can't do
You
5
know?
racks on the phone.
They had
I
a
was like,
script.
you know, you ain't
It's
getting
too much
nothing
can
from
go
me.
wrong. Hold
I
on.
just stopped
Somebody's
answering my
calling.
phone.
Nigga,
You know what?
You know how scared I'd have to
My
be to
wife-
ask my cousin for $5. Let me have $5,000 from
You know what? I don't even think he needed it. I just think he wanted to see what I do.
Right.
And what
I'm
did you
saying?
do?
Hell no.
Click.
I had to comb my hair. I'll be back.
Mr. Telephone Man. You know,
Like, honey, it's for you.
but you know what? When I get there,
It's coming.
you know,
After this movie, it's
when
coming.
I get there, you know, but like the money I got to have, my wife.
I'm
spends
putting
a
it
lot
out
of
there.
money, man.
And I already predict, I told my boy Tyrant, I said, I believe when Oscar time comes, that the movie will be nominated for Best Picture and for Best Soundtrack, and it'll win for Best Soundtrack.
Oh,
I
definitely
agree.
that.
That's-
I
it's gonna
believe
win for
that.
best
Yeah, the soundtrack was.
What
up
did
for
I say
10.
right after? I said, well, damn, it's
Soundtrack
So-
is going to win, but you'll be nominated for Best Picture because
Oh,
because
the music is just.
you thinking it's gonna be niggas, it's gonna be shooting, and it didn't do that. It just became.
And you know
I
what? The
visualized
setup
it
was
being.
kind of funny too because like during that time we had like 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5 black biopic movies that only they didn't make it to the big screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And we were the ones going to the big screen, so it's like and,
Right.
and some of them didn't fare so well.
Now, Pac's
know.
movie's gonna be hard to follow, y'all.
Yeah, this is
Ooh,
why it got
be
started
hard.
and stopped a couple times because they're like, wait a minute, let's see what this
Yeah.
movie do.
They
And if they don't, I mean, you got to come extra
Correct.
hard
Yeah,
now
Right.
because no disrespect to the Biggie movie and Eminem and 50 and all those guys. I actually enjoyed those films, but they're not us.
And somebody asked me about.
Yeah.
They said, "Is it 8 Mile?" I said, "Dude, it crushes 8
Yeah,
Mile.
it
and Purple Rain.
crushes."
Yeah.
And Purple Rain.
Purple-
Yeah.
Now
Here,
hold on.
Because
Do
I'm-
not disrespect.
Oh no!
Purple
I
Rain.
mean,
I don't think. I don't know.
Purple
Nah, we
Rain.
kill Purple Rain. No, we
He
kill him.
sounds
We kill him,
right.
but I'm hoping one day to play
Prince.
You probably could.
Give me,
I
You could play
and-
Prince.
I just gotta lose
Ready?
weight and
Give
like
it a
and
little
what?
bit.
Action. Give me a little bit, just
What?
whatever you got.
Prince voice.
And
Prince.
action.
no,
He
absolutely
said no.
not. I'm
You've
saving
been
that for the
training.
money.
I know you.
He's like, you ain't got no money on
Well,
stage.
he's got that low voice.
Yeah.
He talks like
But
I can see that. I could definitely see that.
But what I will say that that Straight Out of Compton, I've not seen so much hype around a movie in a
And it
long
delivered.
time.
Wow.
And it
And
delivered.
Everybody's
Tenfold.
excited to see this movie. Everybody's looking forward to it. So yeah,
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
congratulations.
We
Glad
went
you
back
came,
to
man.
tying in those music with the movie.
Right.
Remember the 80s?
Yeah.
That's what made everything
The
so
soundtracks
awesome.
was banging.
Them
Yes.
soundtracks plus the movie was
Yes.
like,
Boomerang.
Yeah.
you can't listen to like a Cyndi Lauper song and not think of like Goonies or something like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? That
You went a
tie-in.
long way for that one.
He did
Yeah,
that
I
one. He
did.
took
Hey,
it
man,
back. I was like,
I've been back. I've been around.
I don't remember
You
buying
went a long way.
soundtrack.
Okay, feel the beat of the rhythm of the night.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now we
Okay,
back.
the
Now
Last
we back.
Dragon. The
Oh,
Last
okay,
Dragon.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
Bruce
all right.
Leroy.
Yeah, Bruce Leroy.
Yeah, okay.
Catch his bullets with his teeth. I wanted to redo that movie so bad. I should have been Bruce Leroy.
Yeah, you could do it. So how do people reach you if they want to follow you, all that good stuff?
Both my Instagram and my Twitter are the #1 and then Neil Brown Jr.
Okay, anything else you'd like the fans to know?
We love them, man, and I want them to go see this movie because I want people to, have a joyous time.
Number one
You know
movie in
what
the country. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hands down.
And Oscar nominated.
Big
Yeah,
shout
Oscar
out to
nominated.
Gary Gray
So
and
I said it.
everybody, Universal.
Yeah.
Love you. Hire me again.
And they will. You were great, and thank you for coming to hang out
Thank you
with
so
us.
very
We
much for having
appreciate
me.
it.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're all our show. We'll be right back. Don't move. If the shit go black, we still here. Trust me.
Ash.
They did the job. Money came with ease. One couldn't stop. It's like he had a disease.
He robbed another and another. Sister and a brother. Y'all not with me? Y'all killing it.
It's the Rollout Show right here on Morris Media Live.
Yes.
Yes.
Your daddy was here the other day.
Whoa.
Yes, he
Fixing shit.
was.
He wasn't here for more than 5 seconds and fixed everything to be fixed.
That's all
I said, your daddy wrong.
Daddy, you could have just told me on the phone.
Daddies want to feel
He
needed.
sat down, he did just like that. It's on.
And you're not even over exaggerating. That's
No, this is-
exactly what happened.
He went in that chair 5 minutes and Porter's like, look, trying to find out what he did. He just waited. She turned her head. He went. It's on.
Call me when you need me, baby.
Go on and sprinkle that out right
That's
there.
funny.
It is now time.
Yes.
We had some music playing. We don't handle it.
Yeah, we're going to get it. We're
I don't
getting
need a DJ.
it
But
back. DJ, if you're in the LA area,
You done play DJ.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 1.
You have nothing else to do with your life.
Show your skills.
Yeah. Don't come in here if you
Yeah, thick skin. We need a thick skin DJ.
Thick skin DJ, because we gonna give it to you. It is now time for
Brothers in the Balcony.
Well, we gonna check out the movie, so you don't have to worry about spending your money on
the bullshit.
We went and checked out, man, guaranteed hotness. Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, Straight Outta Compton. Went to an industry screening the other night. This movie is banging.
Yeah, it's off the chain.
Yes.
I don't even know what to say. I'm just overwhelmed. Guaranteed to be an Oscar-nominated movie. You'll be able to go see this movie 10 times. If you dating, fellas, you'll be able to see this 10 times and play it off all 10 times.
Oh, it's great.
Right.
It was like a concert and a biopic all at once.
Yeah.
Right.
It was like they played verses, and me and Speedy was up in there like, Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. I had it. My Jerry curl grew back for a minute. It was ridiculous.
I actually lived on 88th and Normandy, but at that moment, I felt like I was from Compton. It was a great movie. F. Gary Gray, the director, destroyed the movie. Mm-hmm. Do we really got to say how many steps to the balcony?
No. It's a given. This is full blown. Like
our
friend Pam said. She said when she walked out of the theater, she said, "Well, that killed Purple Rain." So we in the balcony.
Funny shit I ever
It's 10 steps to where we sitting.
The balcony, and
Right.
I mean
That shit was 11 steps because I was hanging over the balcony rail. Like, this shit phenomenal.
And I'll say this: if you have a young son,
Yes.
it's a couple some titties gonna be looking.
Let your kids see some titties.
It's okay. You take. I'm gonna say what? 13?
It is rated R.
I'm gonna say 13.
Yeah.
13 and up. You
can take your 13 up.
13-year-old,
should know
especially a
about
13-year-old young man.
Yeah.
So they can see, Compton, how it grew, how NWA grew, and how these 5 young men, through
Changed the world.
changed the world, and came back together, because it was the truth. But a lot of people don't know actually all the stuff that they went through
And
how
that
they came
record
back around.
people are wrong.
Oh yeah. Don't let your kids get in the record business.
Can I
That's all I'm
add
saying.
my 2 cents?
Sure.
You're in the balcony with us. Coming into the balcony is
You're not a brother. I guess it's brothers and sisters in the balcony.
Everybody in the balcony this week.
Brothers and sisters!
Everybody in the balcony.
Well, I appreciate that they actually also captured the political and the social landscaping at that time in the late 80s and the early 90s with police brutality, the drug game, and they didn't have a lot of... it wasn't no gangster flick. That's one thing you got to get away from. It is not a gangster flick.
Yeah.
It is the story of 5 guys who come from Compton and change the world, basically, in a nutshell. So it is
Great movie.
Yeah.
Thank you for being in the balcony with us.
Thank you for coming on to the balcony.
Get your ass out.
All right.
The movie to go check out. What do you have for people to go check out?
I'm going to go see Fantastic Four.
I knew it.
Of course.
With my boy Michael B. Jordan playing the Human Torch.
Beautiful thing. Had a black man.
Black man playing.
I'll go just to watch him.
Okay, we need y'all to get out the balcony. Move around and messing up the balcony.
right.
He's so cute. But it's got the thing. Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards. I'm a comic book fan, so I'm all up in there. I already got my
Can
ticket.
I just ask one thing?
No,
Sorry.
you can't. No, you can't. Let's stop talking.
No,
What
but wasn't
you
there
wanna
some
ask?
controversy of him being a black?
Yes,
something?
there was controversy because the comic book, Sue Richards and Johnny Richards are Johnny Storm are brother and sister.
Mm-hmm.
So now they've changed it a little bit. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm assuming he's going to be like adopted or something.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but because she's white still in the movie,
Right.
and he's black. But there was controversy. The old comic book folks were like, "Well, that's not right. You're bastardizing this, that, and the third." But it's great. It's fresh. Because the real talk, they did the Fantastic Four. This is the reboot, and the first one was just dry.
That's what I thought. I was like,
and it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't really work. So you had to do something to think outside of the box. Michael B. Jordan brings his swag to it, and it's gonna be good. So yeah, that's what I'm checking out. So what you going to check out this week?
This week I'm going to check out, which it's a movie from back in the day when I used to watch my television for real. The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Oh, that's old school.
That's old school TV show that made into a movie. British,
Yes.
and it was a great TV show back in the 60s when I was a young kid. And they made it into a movie. I'm definitely going to check it out. That drops the same weekend as...
NWA, Straight Outta Compton.
There's a lot of shit dropping that weekend. And what is your DVD pick of the week?
My DVD pick of the week, I had to watch it the other day, The Warriors.
Come out and play!
It's about, Pam, remember The
I
Warriors?
do remember
So
that,
for the
yes.
folks that don't know, The Warriors is a
movie.
movie that was made in the 80s. It's about a gang.
Cheesy ass movie.
Yeah, it's cheesy, but it was so great. Like it's they get out, they go out to this gang summit. The leader of the gang gets shot. And then they all blame it on the Warriors. So the whole movie, they're just trying to get back to Coney Island.
Yeah.
And they fighting every gang in New York. I used to want to be the baseball Furies till they got their ass beat. Then I was like, I want to be the Warriors. I used to want to walk around with a little leather vest with no shirt on underneath.
Man, the Warriors was a great movie.
So that's my DVD pick of the week. What's your DVD pick of the week?
My DVD pick of the week is Boomerang, starring Eddie Murphy. That was,
You did that.
Great fucking movie.
Great soundtrack too.
Great, one of the top soundtracks ever.
You could
put
get
together.
some mungambo, some sex.
Yeah, you can get your dang worked on. Great fucking movie. Go check that. Go get it. Boomerang. I think they should remake it. Remaking movies, why not?
The best line of that movie was, "You didn't marry me for my cooking."
No, the thing that put Mr. Witherspoon on the map.
Got to coordinate. He got the inside of his jacket. I know. And David Allen Greer said, I know that. I already know he got
When him and his mama came out the bathroom fucking, and Eddie looked at David Allen Greer, and then Eddie said, just give me one. Just give me.
Just come on.
Because he felt his pain. Because Eddie said, they ain't there fucking?
Ain't there fucking in the bathroom?
He was like,
I think my favorite line is, "Baby got her stitches out," because that happened to me.
Oh yeah,
that happened to you? Wow. Yes, I know we do. I was trying to forget.
Yeah, we're trying to forget. That is Brothers in the Balcony. I am Speedy.
It's your boy Kente.
And come kick it with us in the balcony. Next time, hopefully, we can get some audience members to go to the premiere. Thank you for the premiere ticket.
Yes, thank you, POTUS, for the
you're welcome.
And we
premiere
want to get
tickets.
some more premiere tickets. And that's been Brothers in the Balcony. Let's keep the shit rolling.
We're going to take a quick break and come
my
back
bad.
with a special guest. What do we keep rolling?
Whatever.
There you go.
We are back. We have guest galore, which is a beautiful thing on a Friday because it's a great show. It is the all new rollout show right here on Morris Media Live. POTUS, you. Bam.
What, you?
Yeah, because we have royalty in the building.
Yes, exactly.
And she was outside.
Let me in, motherfuckers! Let me curse. Those of you who know, I only curse when I turn green.
They don't turn
Is
her
our
goddamn-
mic on?
That's the hook.
It don't matter because she feeding through everybody.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
No, please.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Don't-
Okay.
Just come up a little bit.
Introduce her.
In the building.
Well, in the building
My bad.
is she's been doing her thing since the late 90s. She started with the World Class Wrecking Crew. She had hits, No Lies, My Favorite Something in My Heart.
Yes.
And now she is an R&B diva on TV One's reality show. Please welcome Michel'le.
Hey, hello. How are you guys?
Good.
Good.
I love you.
Me too.
Make sure I get that out there.
Yeah, I got a
We're
low-key,
kind of in awe right now, all
Thank
of
you
us.
so much.
I got a
Thank
low-key
you.
crush over here. I'm just like,
Aw,
hey.
thank you
I
so
know.
much. You
You
know,
welcome.
Even me.
thank you so much, and girl. And when I'm ready, I'll let you know.
I thought somebody left a little kid outside because you was like, hey.
I was like, I know about bars, so I was shaking on
Hilarious.
let me in. Not let me out. Let me in.
Let me put some money on your books. Look here. What you been doing, girl?
Working. I got a project coming out. I got a single coming out. Of course, this book that everybody keeps thinking is so controversial. This book is about me. Can I just
Only you?
Well, what I've gone through in my life and letting you guys know how and why I am who I am and the way I am, which is what a book is supposed to do.
Yes.
It's give you insight of how Michel'le became Michel'le.
Right.
That's what my book is about. I get to tell my story.
And you
In
did
that
mention
voice, or is it?
Oh, well, you read the book.
You
can
read it,
read
you
it. You can read it in this voice if you want to. You can sit there and be like, you're not.
I fucking love it.
I saw Wendy ask you about the book, and you do mention some of your love life and everything is in it, right? I mean, you there's no way you
She was with two of the most powerful men in the
Hollywood.
industry, Dr. Dre and Suge. Now, how was that experience? I know you don't want to tell too much, because go get the book, but give us a little
Right,
bit.
you gotta get the book. Well, it's hard because I really don't know what love is. So I think it was just a difference in communication with those two men and what I liked about them in their differences. Because I've learned that as I got older that I really don't get the concept. I'm sorry. But I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't want to be honest. They want to just play like they in love all the time. And so I figured that out. So to write the book is very cathartic because now I get to understand it and then I get
Why
to...
you look at me when you said that word?
You didn't know what it meant.
Because
You was looking at everybody else and you went, cathartic.
Because I know they get it, the women get it.
Okay,
so
my bad.
I'm just saying that I get to get it out and I get to share share and hope there's somebody who can embrace what I'm saying and have gone through what I've gone through and understand me better.
Okay.
You know, instead of judging me, why don't you ask me? And then before you give an impression or an implication, because it's just not right, because I don't do it to you.
Right.
But, you know, Pop gave me some good advice. He said, if people are not talking about you, they do it because they want to be a part of your life.
Oh.
And I always took that as, that's cool. That's cool.
So what made you decide to become a cast member of R&B Divas?
Well, I said no in the beginning, and Kelly Price called me her personally. And since she was a Christian woman, I thought this was going to be a Christian show. I did, because I wasn't jumping on no tables and throwing on no. And I was like, okay, so, you know, the cast seemed like it was. She couldn't tell me everybody at the time, but, so, you know, the couple she did, I said, oh, they're nice women, you know.
And then what happened?
It was reality TV.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
Did you slap somebody?
Oh, no, I didn't.
No.
Not on camera. No, I didn't slap anybody. I didn't slap anybody because I'm not a fighter. I told you I put my fist down at 27.
You put your fist down?
Put my
You
fist
put
down
them
at
up in the
27.
closet? Like, here go the fist closet. Leave them up there.
But you are one of the realists on the show. Your personality, when I always feel that when I see you on the screen, that is really you, that you're not fronting for the cameras.
No, because you know what? I was never one to be vocal about anything in my life until I got on the show. And it was just so much, you know, the blogging. And I had disconnected myself from this social media thing because I didn't know how to do it. And then I got a daughter, and she started teaching me, and I was going, people are just talking about me.
They just mean, ain't they?
Hold on. I mean, that social media is your opinion all by itself.
Right.
You don't be know what you be talking about.
Right.
So I was like, I became intrigued with wanting to try and fill in the gaps. But do you know people will believe what they want to believe?
Oh, yeah.
Their truth is their truth, and I've
Yeah.
learned that. So
Right.
now, if I tell it to you and you don't pick it up, then put it down. And tell your story the way you've been telling it for 28 years.
I like how you said, I thought it was going to be a Christian show. And then I showed up. And these motherfuckers.
Just coming and fighting and shit.
I'm serious. I was very shocked because I'm thinking we're grown women. You know, first of all, we have our own stories. We all have our own styles of music. And I just didn't see it being anything.
Now,
other
how
than
much
that.
of that was contrived? Like, not
Well, it has to be.
scripted, but...
Because is Shantae really that crazy?
Yeah, 'cause I-
or
Well, you know what? Now we cool now.
Okay, this week, okay.
No, we cool. We been cool for. Like I told her, I like that Shantae. So bring her. I love that because what I did was I got to learn each personality, which we should have been doing. You know, but I'm older, so I understood. You know, it's like going to school. Eventually, you learn who the bully is, the pretty girl
Right.
is, the one that want to chase you home. You figure it out.
Right.
So I figured it out really early. But you know what? There are times when she had her moments, you know, and there are times when I had my moments. So we all was a little
ticky boom.
tick boom.
Okay, who did you want to slap shit out? Just you can say it.
Oh, I would never say that.
Yes,
because,
you
know,
said
that's a whole
anything.
nother show.
That's in the book. That's in the book.
But you know what? And I'm not even really going too deep into it in the book. I will tell you who I was shocked by, who I fell out with, and why. And I didn't understand it because you knew that they had to make a show, but then whoever picks up the feed that morning is gonna bring it.
Right.
You know, and all of us didn't bite.
Now I'm going to do this because she mentioned that you did a little bit of Tina Marie, one of my favorite
I love
artists.
Tina.
And I love your voice. Can you give me a little of one of Tina's songs, please? Just a teeny bit. Can you give me?
She got shot.
Or even something in my heart, something, anything.
Standing in the awning, the concert sold out, everyone's there with a party. Last words to a shout, everyone's got a piece of the pie of you and I, but nobody knows what lies in the loud. Right?
Yes.
Is that not her?
I was so into
And I
it.
ain't even got no mic with no verb and no nothing. I ain't got no
You
dancers, no
Ain't got
band.
no nothing.
And I'm like, woo. But no, but I
Hey,
love her though.
with that one bang over, man, that was it. I was looking right into that eye, like, we go together. We go together.
Yeah, but that is us team, you know, and I do much better than that because you just caught me off guard. But I mean, I literally emulate her like Square Biz is like emulated too. I didn't even know.
Now, are
I
you
could-
single?
you know, who gonna date me?
A lot of men, trust me. A lot of
Well, I
men.
ain't seen them. The Mulattoes. Where the Lottos at?
Well, I'm only asking because Kenta keep kicking me. I don't know why he keeps kicking me.
Like, you see that eye? You see that
You
eye?
know what, men? You know, either they say I'm too aggressive or that
Shit.
I intimidate them.
Shit.
Or I'm just, you know, or I've slept with too many men in the industry. Rumor has it.
Shit. I ain't had a problem with none of that.
Miscellaneous.
Time to play our game.
Michel'le, you like we said, you've been pretty much an open book. your career and on the show and whatnot, and we know that you were dealing with depression.
Yes.
So how has that been? Have you made progress? And what would you tell someone who may be dealing with depression?
Well, depression comes when you don't know what it is, because it falls you and you just don't know what it is. And if you don't treat it, and in my culture, we don't treat it. We have grandmothers.
Yeah.
So, my grandmother, she's dead, so I was like, I'm really lost. So when I finally figured out what it was and started getting treatment for it, is when I went to a psychiatrist, to therapist, to see what is going on. And people want to say, oh, the first thing they do is give you drugs. No, they don't. They try to get to the bottom of it, to root it. And some people do need the medication, and some people don't. I am no longer on the medication. Thank you, Jesus. I'm in a much happier place, because now I know what to deal with. I know what my triggers are. And I tell people all that. Go back and think. Lose those friends you got. Start all over, because you never know. If you're depressed and you got 5 people around you, I think maybe 3 out of 5
are depressing the hell out of you.
It's the triggers. They're the triggers.
That's what you first, really, you got to clean house and start all over, so that you can understand what is it about this energy around you that is making you feel that way. And once I did that, I'm in a much happier place. Now, as far as finding a man,
well, we got one for you right here.
Right here. Got to wake up and roll out of bed with Michel'le.
we won't roll out of bed.
All right, slick now.
We would jump out of bed. I don't know if you had the rumors, but we would be jumping out of bed.
All right.
So, no, but it's true.
Why are you blushing?
Hey, shut up.
You
Don't
never
mind.
see
Mind
kids
yours.
that act
Mind
like
yours.
this.
Yeah.
Really, no, but it's true. And depression is and anxiety comes with depression. And did you know that your body can itch from being depressed? Like
I did know that.
It is. It makes your body itch when you become depressed as well. It's a symptom, and I didn't know that either. So I went.
So look for a bitch itching.
That help with scratching, Lee.
Why are you scratching,
It
bitch?
brings on anxiety and everything. Yeah, and rashes. I mean, there's so many signs to it that people don't know about,
Okay.
because we think it's something else, and the doctor don't know. They treat you for something that you don't have, and it's a lot of times it's just a depression. And I didn't feel like I was depressed, but I was.
Wow.
You don't know it because.
Now, what were you
just
depressed about, or do they get to that part
Well,
of
we
it?
get to that through therapy. It stems back from a child. Of course, you have to go back and know who you were so that you can know who you are. And I did, and people say that's not true. That's true. Yes, it is. When you buy a used car, you got to go back and say, "Hey,
See who had it before you. Who wrecked this motherfucker before you?
so you got to go through CarMax."
So, the Straight Outta Compton movie is dropping next week. Did you see it yet?
I have not seen it.
Now you were around at
You
the
saw
very
it?
yes.
We somebody.
I heard it was good.
It is good.
It was off the chain.
But you were around at the very, very beginning, back in the Wrecking Crew days.
I was there.
Can you share some insight with us
I
about
really
that?
can't, because one, I haven't seen the movie. Am I in it anywhere?
They mention your name. They mention your name.
Yeah, they
Well,
do mention
Q
your name.
kind of mentioned your name.
Yeah.
In a what way?
And
No Vaseline.
no Vaseline.
Singing the video with Michel'le, looking like straight bozo.
Oh, but I use him in my intro, so it's cool.
Oh, what do
I
you
use
use? What do you?
When he say, when he tell Dre, and now I see you in the video with Michel'le.
Yeah.
So he's in my intro. He's been in my intro for 3 years.
Hilarious.
So thank you, Q. So that's it. So
How do you feel about this thing that's going on with Suge right now in prison?
I don't. I'm sorry. I know. I keep telling you I have this love connection issue. I don't, because I think that I think he knew better. I think at some point, come on, you get that age, you gotta, sometimes you the consequences all it can be, and sometimes, like if there ain't nothing going on out there after 12,
Right. Okay.
Yeah, we talked
3
about that
o'clock in the
shit.
afternoon.
Yeah, shit happening at 12.
just
She meant 12 noon.
the 12 noon, 12 midnight.
It did happen in the
Ain't
daytime.
nothing happening out there.
You should do comedy. You fucking hilarious, girl.
No, right?
No, but he is. And people ask me, and he's doing well. I heard.
Is there a tender side to Suge?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It must be in his toenail. I know. I
You're
met
not no
her.
woman.
Oh, shit. She brought it out.
There is.
Yeah, I
And
only know him
there's
as
a
a-
tender side to Dre too, even though with them beats, there's a tender side to him as well. But all men, I think everyone, I think yin yang, I think there's a tender side to me, and then there's that side where don't mess with me. I think everyone has that. Please don't mess with my kids, because then
Oh, yeah, it goes down.
I'm green.
Yeah, it's Mama Bear.
Yeah. So I think everyone everyone has it. I think you guys didn't get to see a lot of it because it was always when he was in the bedrooms with other women, and sometimes me. But
Hilarious.
I just don't think you guys got to see something.
This is Freaky Friday.
Okay.
So, and you said you answer anything. So when you are about to reach that point, is that the voice, or do you go?
Oh no, it's sexy and sultry.
Okay, give it to me. You almost there.
I can't because I know how to moan. Like,
Get over there. Get over there.
Do the shit again.
No.
Come on, Michel'le.
I can't do it again.
We'll talk about that later.
There's a rumor going around that I'm really good in bed and that I give that good. Now, I don't know where that came from.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's a good rumor, though.
I know, right?
You didn't see me mad about it. You see me smiling. You see, my teeth. I'm just thankful for whoever started it. Thank you so much.
We love you, Michel'le. You have to come back and definitely hang out with us for a whole hour.
Yeah.
What are you currently promoting? And you're going to actually be at the celebrity basketball game tomorrow as well.
Yes.
So she's going to be Pam the info?
In Compton at the Compton Community Center at El Camino College.
The Compton campus.
Yeah, the Compton campus, not the Prairie one. And the address is 1111 East Artesia Boulevard, Compton, California, 90221.
And it starts at what time?
It says 2 to 5.
Yeah, red carpet starts at 1 o'clock.
And you went to high school where?
I went to 2 or 3 high schools. Dorsey was probably my last. I went to Dorsey for about 3 weeks.
I used to ditch up to Dorsey.
I never said I was. I'm a sinner. I've said that to y'all.
Hey, you went to Dorsey Don women with no fucking joke.
I used to ditch up there.
Where you go to school? Dorsey?
How you ditch to Dorsey?
We do.
How you ditch and go up to a school?
We did all the time.
We had the finest boys up there.
Yeah, you did.
We really did.
I wouldn't know that. So, how do people reach you, follow you, all that stuff?
Oh, you know what? You just go to Michel'le Music. It's one word, MUZIC.
Who the fuck is Michel'le?
Well, they wouldn't.
They can't put the accent.
You can't put the hyphen on
So Michel'le Music. Shut up, Speedy.
You know, I've been dying to tell a man that because they'll tell you in a minute. Shut that.
Yeah.
Oh, we tell Speedy shut up every day.
Y'all do. This must be a grand place to come in. I'd be scared. I'd get up off the floor. Get up! No, it's Michel'le Music, one word, MUZIC, and that's my Instagram and my Twitter. I'm not on Facebook, but I do have a fan page.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Facebook is kind of scary. People find you after 21 years. Get off. I did. So, yeah, and that's and right now I'm just currently working on music, you know, my book. I'll probably end up doing a made-for-TV movie, you know, like
nice.
and Bobby thing.
Yeah, because you got a good, you got stories.
And I want women to learn from what I did, because what they're doing now, I understand it. See, there's 3 types of women, and I understand this. Women, please don't take this the wrong way. There's hoes, there's hookers, and there's prostitutes, and then there's mistresses. What I did work in, because I can't find work now, but I was more like a hooker, a prostitute, and a mistress. I was getting paid for what I do. You guys got to stop doing it the other way and not get paid. That's all. Let's just get that right.
I love you. I'm just going to throw that out.
One more question.
Right. Way to keep
Can't
it
say
real.
I'm living through you, though. I'm going to live through you.
Okay.
One more question. Have you ever considered doing voiceover?
Yeah, I do. I have an agency and everything. I read. I'm just waiting to land that one thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to do
Pixar's
a black
calling for
cartoon, and you're going to be in it. I'm a writer.
You can't even draw.
It's all right. I'll draw Stickman. It's going to be the stick cartoon.
We got to start somewhere.
Thank you for hanging out with us,
Thank
baby.
you so much, Michel'le. We love you.
You are the shit.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
And anytime you want to come, just stand by the door and go, open the door!
Yeah, that's what we heard.
Be like my boo-boo
And
bag.
don't forget, Michel'le is going to join us tomorrow at the celebrity basketball game in Compton. So if you want to come out and see her live and in person, please join us. And thank you for coming by. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Yes.
Quick. Get this.
It is the All New Rollout Show. Plugged in.
Unplugged.
Unplugged.
Put that
Morris
kiss
Media
on.
in the building. It's your boy Speedy.
I'm the poetess.
It's your boy Kente, Michel'le new boyfriend.
And Nikki Pam.
I called it.
Okay, cool. In the building. I'll let the ladies introduce. Pam,
I
you go
let
ahead.
Pam.
Yeah, Pam. You watched all the videos last night. I don't know how you got them.
I had seen them before, but one of the greatest
Wow.
and biggest porn stars out there, Mr. Lexington Steel.
And I want to add that he's just not an actor. He's also a director and owner of Mercenary Motion Pictures, and he's also a graduate from Syracuse University.
Yeah.
Right. Welcome to the show.
What up?
Yeah, I didn't read all that. I don't know.
Diggity.
Aren't you a Q?
Yes,
too?
I am.
You did play. Okay.
91.
Okay, and you got that. You did that at Morehouse. You went to Morehouse, right?
I went to Morehouse for 2 years, and I transferred to Syracuse. Finished to Syracuse in spring '93.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I ain't know all
And
that.
educated.
Oh yeah.
That's
so
like.
what made you decide to start slanging that deep? No, I'm just playing that.
You weren't playing.
No, you
How did you go from that? I mean, original was that your
Right.
first career choice, or were you?
No, you know what happened? I went to a gangbang, right? And I was like the 19th dude on I was 19 of 19.
It was a party, or was it a shoot?
It was a hell of a party. No, it was a party. A gangbang. It was 19 dudes, and I was number 19.
On one chick?
On one
You know what
chick?
I'm saying? Yeah, that's what a gangbang.
No.
Yeah, that's what it means to me.
That's poetess' fantasy, but anyway.
My favorite porn genre.
She's the one going, 19, come on.
Oh, you like gangbangs? No doubt. No doubt.
Get up.
But no, that's how it happened. I met somebody from there that introduced somebody else, and it was almost like, do you take advantage of your fantasy, when it presents itself? And I knew I could always return back to corporate America if I wanted to.
How'd you get that name though? Like,
Well,
I understand the Steel because I watched the video. But.
Steel lends itself well to last name for a male performer. Right. What happened with my first name was when I was trying to decide what my first name would be, I came out of the subway at Madison, Lexington, or she was Lexington, Madison. But in any event, I looked up the sign was saying Lexington. I said that would go well with my last name. So it could Lex Steel or Lexington Steel, so it made sense.
Oh, okay.
And that's essentially how I discovered it.
So people that know you,
Right.
you. Do they still call you Lex or?
Nah, I go by many names. Many names.
Big Dick Willie. Come on here. Number 19.
You know what I'm saying? No, I got many stamps in the passport, yo. So it's like,
Hilarious.
depending what
come on in
country
here.
I'm in,
That's nice.
they know me as Jean Paul.
Hilarious.
So last time we did the show,
Right.
Lex is like, if you have a problem with your woman, just let me know. I was like, no.
No, I offer consulting services.
Oh, okay.
Well, he'll come through and
He come through and watch me like that's what the problem is. You ain't putting enough hip into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
So you
what
do
I'm saying?
sex tips for men, pretty much.
I've had a lot of guys ask me questions, and I guess based on experience, of course, I'm not a doctor of
Right.
anything, but in terms of experience, if there is some type of wisdom I can lend,
if you move your hip left.
Yeah, no, for real. Actually, yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'm a master.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite type to do?
Pam said, "Prove it."
It's a bathroom in the back.
Hey, no bathroom right here. We got cameras all over the place. That's what I do for a living.
Free shit.
That's like asking LeBron not to play basketball during the summer. What?
Yeah, you going over there, man.
I done forgot my question.
Give us one of the most unusual experiences you had on the set of doing.
That was
a
my
film.
question. Yeah.
Well, it could be the 12-on-1, 12 girls and myself.
Wow.
How are you able to last?
How do you last through that?
No, I mean that's one of the things you learn early on as a performer is discipline.
Okay.
So is your mind somewhere else? When
No, it's not that. It's just a matter of saying that your orgasm does not belong to you personally. It belongs to the production.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's at the when
Hold
the
up.
director says,
Fuck up.
Earlier.
no, for real.
I get it.
I'm a regular dude, so there ain't no
Right.
production going on. How do I convince me not to?
You remember he said earlier when you see two athletes running and you see one guy's a college dude, the other one's a professional athlete. That's the difference. Right there.
Right.
That's a professional
Right. Okay, I
athlete
get it.
right
I
there.
get
He can get that discipline that gets him that money.
So you just kind of tell yourself, I'm not gonna.
No, it's the notion that pussy. I can say that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
The notion that pussy relatively feels good. Okay, so it's just once you know that it's going to feel good anyway, you can say, okay, look, I'll live in a good place for now. And when it's time to acknowledge how good it is, smell that rose, if you will.
Okay.
Then you say, I'm smelling the rose. And that's when the director says, okay, it's time for Pop Shot.
And you,
They call it a pop
from
shot.
day one, you were able to take that.
Not from day one. No.
How long did it take you?
Maybe about 2 times where I fucked up and came early. And you realize if you do that, guys want to hire you again, directors want to hire you again. So that's one discipline you learn early as a male performer.
You got to let the buffer.
So literally, you are acting. It's an acting job to you.
We consider ourselves sex performers.
Yeah.
It's really an athletic. At least at the porno level, at the XXX level, it's like being a pro athlete, you know.
Yeah, I'm at the X level.
How are you able to?
You're at the Y level.
One double A.
Are you able to have healthy relationships outside of the film industry?
Yeah, I've always
Do your
had,
girlfriends or wife? Are you married?
No, I'm not. I'm not married.
So when you date somebody that you actually like, that it's not work, how do most of them accept that?
Well, I haven't really presented myself to anybody that I've been involved with as Lexington Steel. That's my persona that I make money with, whether directing or performing, what have you. So generally, if I present myself as a human being, I typically get a chance to, get a chance for the
What
girl
if they're already familiar with you?
And that's all the better.
I know
half
you.
the battle's already done. Like, she knows I can put in work. It's just whether she decides to allow that to happen.
So do they expect you to be Lexington Steel in the bedroom every time, or can you just baby, just sit on me right quick? Let me just eat you out right quick.
I think they understand that that a man is but a man. I'm not I'm not
Machine.
Superman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So no, they're just like any. Sometimes if it's not working at home, it's just not working. I mean, I've experienced that on set, and it does happen at home.
Right. Now I have a question about the set life in porno sex, because we were talking about it earlier. Like, have you ever seen, like, I guess your scene partner, and the pussy was just like, damn, I don't know how I'm gonna get hard on this one. Like, it was a hard day at work. No pun intended.
Has that ever happened?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How do you get past? How do you work through that?
Sometimes you fail. Because sometimes you have to accept the fact that you're not going to be able to perform. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I don't have an affinity for small women, whereas like petite girls are like kryptonite to me. So most directors,
me too.
people that work right, you know what I'm saying?
Like
so
big old ugly bitch.
I'm not. Yeah, I like meat on my bones. What can I
like
say?
Pinky. Well, she was
I
bigger.
like more Amazon, like tall, like
the same kind.
like Serena or Coco.
I like big.
He said Serena or Coco.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like big old bitch.
Coco from Ice-T?
Yeah.
Ice-T?
And Serena, there's only one Serena.
Yeah.
Right.
So do they have to like break the set down until you get? I mean,
no, sometimes
they just say come back tomorrow and we get somebody else.
No. I mean, sometimes you get to a point where people will allow you to crash and burn because you're like your reputation precedes you. So everyone wants to see a tragic befall a hero. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, if I'm in trouble, sometimes other guys might be afforded more time, whereas with me, there might be some pressure for me to recover myself. You see what I'm saying? So what can happen is you understand that today might not be my day, but you gotta take that lump on your chest or on the chin. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't want to get on your chest.
Is there a difference in pay between the men and the women, or do you? I mean,
yeah, there is.
Like different scenes, like anal. Does that get paid more than gangbang?
Like, give an example. Like, as a guy,
echo in this motherfucker.
I was like anal and then double penetration.
She knows all the
different pay rate.
No, as a guy, pretty much a guy has a single rate. His rate doesn't vary. Depending on the positions. Now, for females, it's different. Their rates exponentiate depending on what they do. So if you do a boy girl just vaginal, it might be $1,000. If she does anal, it might be $1,300. If she does double penetration, it might be $1,500. So it goes up, ascends with the.
Are you paid that day, or is it like a check they mail to you?
Generally, you're paid that day.
So who is the highest paid porn actor out there?
Actor?
Yeah.
I would say either Rocco Siffredi or James Dean or Manuel Ferrara.
And those white dudes?
Yes.
I think I met Rocco.
And what about the girls?
Is there?
How you meet Rocco?
The highest paid female?
Yeah.
In the business? I don't know right now. Maybe there's a couple ones that are expensive now, man. I can't call it. Maybe I don't know.
And they get paid per scene or
per scene? But I would say the highest rate. The name I'm not sure, but the highest girl is about $2,600 for a boy girl, just vaginal. So I can't say who's offhand who's getting those rates, but I know what the proverbial rate is at the highest level.
Okay.
So that could be anywhere from maybe as much as $3,000 for an anal. If like Nikki Benz, for instance, has been around for a long time, and she'll pull. I don't want to throw her numbers out there, but she probably is the highest paid female in the industry.
Wow.
And don't believe that it's Jenna Jameson.
Right.
The media continues to carry her and float that woman's name, but she really hasn't been a part of the industry since she retired a number of years ago.
Now,
So
how many? Sorry, let me cut you off. How many scenes a day do you typically do? If you get paid
Me personally, or most dudes?
Let's say you.
Me personally, I only do one scene in a given day. So say if I'm working on a movie that requires 5 scenes, I might spread it out over 5 separate dates. But I'll only perform in one scene, and I'll only shoot one scene.
And then the average performer.
I would say if you're a guy that's garnering between 300 to 500, you might have to take 2 scenes to 3 scenes a day, and that guy's usually within his first 1 to 2 years.
Okay.
You move to 500 to 700, then you got a guy that's maybe doing 5 scenes out of a 7-day work week. Then once you get to the $1,000 range, then you're talking about guys that are only working maybe 2 or 3, 4 times a month. And then you get to my level where not only am I making, I don't want to quote my own numbers, but I also own the materials I produce.
Yeah, that was my next question.
So it exponentiates depending on where you are on the ladder.
Okay, on the food chain.
Yeah. It's all business too. That's the thing about it. It's really micro and macroeconomics.
Do you ever consider doing mainstream movies or?
I've been a member of Screen Actors Guild since 2008. Right, I've appeared in quite a number of series on HBO and Showtime, but I don't have any management, so I really don't access as many opportunities that may present themselves to me if I did have management. Whereas the stuff I've done has just been because casting directors are able to get a hold of my email or my my phone number and contact me to do a cameo in something or other.
Is there anything that you won't do, or you have your favorite person, like I said, Pinky or Diana DeVoe or whoever it is? Do you have that person?
Wow, those you mean that I like working with?
Yeah, that when you see him, you're like, yes, it's gonna be a good day.
Answer the first question. Is there something that you won't do?
Yeah.
You mean women?
Yeah,
that I won't
no.
do?
Yeah, I mean something.
You
I don't
won't
know.
do on set.
PM
wait,
people, I don't know.
what I'm
Whatever.
I think you answered it. What's that you will now do on set was.
You asked me what I will not do.
Yeah.
Right.
On set. Oh, there's a lot of stuff I will not do on set. I'm pretty much, I would say I'm probably more just a meat and potatoes type of guy sexually, whereas a lot of my co-directors in the business have far more extravagant fantasies than I do. I could never think of some of the stuff. But the thing about it is, like, I kind of, consider myself like a fastball pitcher. I don't throw curveballs or change up. I have a big bat and I swing for the fences and I throw hard right
You
down
ain't
the
got
middle.
to keep talking about
You know what I'm saying?
I
No.
have an aluminum bat. This
I like
motherfucker nice.
I like to use sports illustrations, right? And the best way for people to understand is by way of a sports-based
sports
illustration.
analogy.
And so with me, it's like I don't like guys with small dicks. Not for nothing are the ones you see doing the toys or maybe have their hands shoved up the girl's vagina, making her come through digital simulation of her G-spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, look.
So you saying you ain't the lead off here? You the cleanup?
No, I'm not saying that.
I bat fourth all the time.
No. It's just there's a lot of stuff that can please a woman, and I've been able to maximize my utility with what I have.
Nice.
All the extra stuff is just can be pleasurable, but ultimately I think that the women are satisfied more with the Jillian McCoy, if you will.
How does your family think about this? What do they think about you doing this?
Dang, mama.
What's
your mama think about this?
No, I was grown, when I started doing it. Whereas I was years outside of my household. I hadn't asked my parents for money since my last month in college, and so like I said, I was at long since out of the house, and my mother was just like, don't get sick, don't get anybody pregnant. My dad was like, hey, you're
my boy.
No, not like that. But he just was like, hey, you're a grown ass man. What is he really gonna say? Well, I haven't asked him for money in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So, and my sister, me and my sister talk about it. My nephews have some fun with it. One's in college right now, so he gets privileges, if you will.
Right.
So how do people get your videos? Because I know you direct and you send them out. How can they buy some videos?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Speedy,
go ahead.
but the internet, how has that affected your business? Because a lot of people are seeing porn online free now as opposed to buying DVDs.
Oh, it's been horrific. It's been devastating. I mean, I think most companies, I will speak in regards to Mercenary, my company, and I started another company called Lexington Steel Productions. But with Mercenary, I suffered about a 40% decline in gross sales between what was 2008 through 2011, bottom falling out in 2012, industry-wide. But some companies could afford and sustain a 40% discount to their net generation. I couldn't. See what I'm saying? So bigger companies sustained it well, and smaller companies did not. So when I started my new company, with partners, and so it's a lot easier. But I was totally independent for 13 years, and so now I still distribute Mercenary, but now in addition to that, I have Lex Steel Productions, in which one of my partners is our financier.
Okay.
And so that took a lot of the weight off, and plus with a much bigger vehicle called Evil Angel is a company, the distributor I put my new stuff out with.
Okay.
And it's the notion that the grass is indeed greener. With other companies.
Okay, so where could people follow you on Instagram, Twitter?
Oh yeah, Instagram Lexington.Steel on Instagram, on Twitter at LexSteel11 on Twitter, and I don't really. Facebook is Lexington Steel Black Viking. There's like a million fakers on Facebook. That's why but Lexington11, Lexington.Steel on Instagram. And then, just keep your eyes out. I always put announcements out on Twitter. We have something new coming up this fall as well.
All right.
Thanks for hanging
out.
out.
Thanks for joining us for Freaky Friday.
Yeah, we gotta have you here.
We appreciate it. We're going to take a quick break and wrap with Speedy's guest.
Yes.
The Secret Club Show.
The Secret Club Show,
which is great.
So we'll be right back in a moment. Thank
Bonus.
You.
We are back. It's the all-new Rollout Show.
Yeah.
Speedy and friends, and minus one friend. In the building, it's your boy Speedy. We got.
It's your boy Kente from the Yay.
And Nikki Pam.
Hey, take the music out. Off the chain. Yes, right there. We're back. Appreciate you being. It's a little bonus piece we have here in the building, kicking it with us. Very beautiful tandem. Can I get to the moment?
You was working too hard.
Let's get to the
two-syllable words.
They have a show. It's like a reality show, right?
Right.
Yeah, get really close on that mic. In the building from the Secret Club Show.
The Secret Show Club.
Yeah, I was getting to that. They flipped it on me. Secret Club Show. What did I say? Secret Club Show?
You said the Secret Show Club.
Yes.
Oh, that is it.
What is it? Secret Show Club?
Yeah, this isn't it.
Oh, they put the Jedi mind.
No, see, I read exactly what was in front of me.
Yeah, you read it so well that they forgot what the name of the show was.
That ain't me.
It sounds close.
My shit ain't secret, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's the Secret Show Club is the name of it.
Yes. Actually, that's where we started. But the show that we are dropping tomorrow is None, and it's negatives on networking.
Get up on the mic.
Entertainment.
Get right up on the mic.
Negatives on networking entertainment, which is
interesting.
surrounding. It's the behind of what happens in entertainment because people really don't know everything that it takes to do it. And when you're indie, it take a lot to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't remember none of that shit. That you didn't say that. And they're gonna be by what y'all do. So we have in the building. We have.
I'm Celeste.
Celeste and
Akasha.
Yeah, get right on that mic. Akasha. That's it, right?
Yes.
I know when people see your name. Is she here?
Like Akash. My name is Kente though, so I feel your pain.
And this mom and daughter, right?
Right.
Oh, that's your mama's fault. Akasha.
How'd you come up with Akasha?
Well, now you know these superstars go and get famous, and then they change their name.
Oh, is that what happened? She changed her name at 12? That's what she did?
Oh, so she's actually Carol. Show your love for Carol. Changed from Carol to Akasha.
Yeah. Akasha's catchy.
Name is Akasha.
Hilarious. Okay, so the secret show.
None.
None of that.
None.
Oh, we're not doing none? Okay, we're not doing this. Okay, but it's a reality web TV show, correct?
Right.
Okay.
And so what None is actually all of our experiences because you would not believe the people that we engage with, the people that promise us things. You know, we have everyone from Diddy South to you just be amazed at who we know and who we encounter.
Okay.
Now, and who don't keep their word. And so we don't put you on
that's
blast.
Mostly everybody. That's probably hot.
You mean like when somebody go, I'm going to hook you up, then you follow them around till they hook you up?
Oh, no. We don't follow you around, but if you don't hook us up, None is going to expose that you didn't.
Ooh. Not saying anything. So, what part of the entertainment industry are you guys in? The music or television or?
No, we're actually in this reality TV is where we started. Now,
Right.
That would be TV.
Yeah, but no, I'm asking what part. When people you said Diddy South or somebody comes to hook you guys up. What are they coming
they
with?
believe. Well, they have all kind of productions. So they do reality TV. Of course, making
right.
So
right.
they have a southern aspect to that. But it just got a little complicated.
And he was like, "We're gonna start documenting all this stuff."
Well, yeah.
So you guys are like the cheaters of the entertainment.
Hilarious.
There you go.
Right. Yeah, that's like pretty much.
Are you in there? We know you're in there.
So somebody,
Oh, no.
give us a for instance.
Yeah.
Like give us one. Yeah.
One example.
Okay. For instance, and I can't give it away because it's on the show. You'll have to tune in to see it.
tune into the show.
So, for instance,
Get really close. There you go.
one of the situations is that it's a famous entity who do red carpets and film for in Atlanta for
Tyler Perry?
Steve Harvey, Tyler Perry, everybody.
Kevin Hart.
And they promised you something.
Oh no, they got paid to do something.
They got paid a lot of money
To do something for you guys.
to film our footage, to do our footage. We flew to Atlanta, we did all of that. We paid for that in-house ourselves.
And they didn't show up.
Production, everything. Oh, they showed up, but the footage got stolen.
Oh.
Never came up again.
And what did they say?
And footage got stolen.
They disappeared.
Oh, really?
With the footage?
Yes.
How does a major company disappear?
Right.
Change their name and everything. You'd be amazed.
It happens.
Wow, I gotta watch that.
That's why None is only. It's a 6 weeks. It's gonna run on our YouTube for 6 weeks only because it's so messy that by the time we're
Y'all
done,
gonna need bodyguards.
oh, we need those now.
Security.
Hey.
Oh, so y'all throwing people under the
bus.
Bus.
Oh no,
We're coming for you.
we got thrown under the bus, and so now we're driving.
Oh, and Akashi, so you're homeschooled now. Clearly.
Yeah, you
Ain't
live in
nobody
a
let you go to
fortress.
Like, you ask her to prom. No, you ask her to prom.
I've been out of high
You know
school.
her mother filming everything,
Exactly.
right? You know she
Right.
documented.
So you guys have your own cameras now, so you're gonna film everything
Oh, it's
that's
not
going
even.
on.
We're not. It's not even going to be some grand production because we put so
We've
much
done
money
that.
into grand productions that never get seen.
So you got your own
Okay.
iPhones now. You just, there you go.
However,
You background whether you want to be background.
right.
You don't move on action, just move.
That's the beauty of being
Now,
indie.
are you
You run
worried
your own
about?
show.
Are you worried about the kickback, or let's
I'm
go
not.
for it?
We're
I'm
used
blackballed
to
now.
it.
What difference does it make? They stole my footage. I have like
Wow. She's like, I'm already outside.
right. It's like one of those Kanye West things, like you said with Jesus Walks. I'm gonna call you out on it. You're not gonna get away with it. It's not gonna be. It's not all shade because let me tell you, we have some beautiful relationships. Number one, my management. I have to shout out, if it's okay, Platinum Star,
Yes, please.
PR, Marie. Love that lady. I mean,
Okay.
She is just.
Oh yeah, she's great.
The pick
Yeah.
that's my girl.
So she ain't gonna be on the Nun. Just making sure.
Oh, she.
she gonna be on
But
the other
it's
side of the
positive.
camera.
She delivers.
No, but it's positive and
Oh,
as
okay.
well as negative.
Okay.
The Positive Sheen magazine. That is, we have a close
So if
relationship.
you want your
with
numbers
them.
to go high, people love Nick. They love train wrecks. So
Yes.
how can
Oh, yeah.
somebody watch this? How
Yeah.
can they watch it?
They're gonna have to tune into our YouTube channel,
Which is
which is the Secret Show Club.
Oh, the secret
okay. So
show
that
club.
I get
Okay.
it. I get it
All
now.
right.
Yeah.
So Secret Show Club, go to that on YouTube.
Right.
You can watch the train wreck, or you watch them drive the train over a motherfucker.
We're gonna have little slide.
Oh, you got
We have a phone
baby.
call.
You got a phone call.
You got a
Caller?
phone call. Uh-oh.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Now we have haters.
I see.
Okay.
I know, right?
We love it.
Hey, caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Mr. Wise calling from None.
Hey, Mr. Wise.
My man.
How you doing, Mr. Wise? What do you do?
Give him the breakdown, Kitty. What do you do?
Basically, I'm Mr. Wise. I give you the tip at the end of None.
Okay.
You said the tip at the end of None, and we're coming. We're coming behind the.
Yeah, this
Right.
is Freaky Friday.
Exactly.
All that sound like
Just a tip.
just
Right.
a tip, and they coming behind. That's what I usually say. I'm coming behind. You want it on you or not? You'll get it on your back.
You ain't coming behind.
Mr. Wise, you ain't coming behind this player. Come
I went on the tip, nigga.
Okay.
Industry tip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, clean it up now. It's too late now.
Yeah,
Now I really want to watch the show. I want to see what this tip look
No,
like.
I ain't.
I don't want to see what the tip look like. Never.
I mean, the tip of the
Oh,
titty.
hell no.
Tip of the titty?
Hell to no, that shit ain't happening.
Nigga, take some of that bass out your voice. I know
You
that
like
got
fuck around. Ain't nobody seeing the tip of my line now.
All right. Well, thank you for calling, Mr.
Thank you for
Wise.
calling in.
Thank you.
Make sure, listeners, if you're out there, check them out. It's a YouTube. Go to YouTube. It's called
The Secret Show Club.
Yes.
And how many are up there?
How many?
How many episodes?
shows.
Oh, there's 6.
6. Okay.
There's 6.
Check them out. Let us know what you think. Hopefully, don't throw us under the bus. Cause
Right. We had nothing to do with this.
Love these people.
Yeah. And thanks for hanging out. They've been here since 3.
Yeah, that was nice. Thank you.
They've been here since in the morning, cleaning up, helping move that couch. It's been
Ain't bring no
the
breakfast
Rollout
or
Show.
nothing.
Again, tell them how to reach you, your information. Go ahead.
You can reach us on Twitter at ShowClue, or you can reach me personally on Twitter at Akashic Empress.
Ain't nobody gonna remember.
Yeah, how do you personally?
Instagram is the Secret Show Clubs.
Okay, she grown. She got a young face. Snuck that.
Go ahead.
Instagram is the Secret Show Clubs.
Okay.
So everything runs from the Secret Show Club because that's where we started. But none is the new show that
Pam?
drops tomorrow.
And Nikki Pam on IG and Twitter, 2Ks.
Contagious, KENTEGIOUS.
Anybody know spoilers?
Follow all
And at OG Poetess on Twitter and IG.
We love you, OG Potter. She moved out to sea. We appreciate that. It's your boy Speedy. Don't forget, everything for me is Speedy IZ Funny. Speedy IZ Funny. And don't forget, we are going to Hawaii. We're going to be doing a commercial a little later on. If you want to go to Hawaii and you want to hang out with us Pro Bowl weekend, just go to,
YouBookIPlan.com. That's what it says on there.
Damn, you see that?
Yeah, it says log on to YouBookIPlan.com.
YouPackIPlan.com.
Yeah,
I don't know, but it's YouPackIPlan.com.
YouPackIPlan. Why would you read
And tomorrow we're going to be at the Celebrity
basketball game in Compton at Compton Community Center, El Camino College, Compton campus, 1111 East Artesia. 16 and up is $15 per person. Donation under 15 is free. $10 with student ID for college students. So come on through. All donations going to the Miller Lupus Fund. It's going to be fun.
And thank you to Morris Media for letting us do a little extra time. We normally and we'll never, ever go over time again.
Yeah, and Marie LaMail, Platinum Star PR, Platinum Star PR News at gmail.com.
That's if you need a PR person. Yes. She's the one.
Our manager,
thank you.
Get you on
we
none.
out.
We out.
Thank you.
Till Monday.